some huge insight today, I guess. Thinking about, like when I talk to myself every day like this, reminding myself, okay, so backing up, detox as a temporary fix. I don't think it's natural, but because of where we're at, talking to myself, it's helpful to remind myself that the purpose of it is to make sure I'm doing what matters. And I think I found that out in redoing the document that's for the 5 elements. And this is the crazy way my mind works because of graphics that I put in there, and I put the graphics really big for conversation with yourself, am I doing what matters? And conversation with others, gatherings that matter. So the word matter just kept screaming at me. So, yeah, it'll be a fun game and a good connecting thing, and good things will come of it if people are coming up with curiosities. But a slight but really important difference, I think, is if they're coming up with curiosities that matter. Noticings that matter. Dreams that matter, because that's what gets people up out of bed. Put in the 10,000 hours. So to me it was huge that I noticed that word matters. That took me back to Jason Fried. Work is where we get the least done. And a couple posts and thinking about making a slide deck, all rolling into one here that you think about what matters in your mind that drives you, but you also think about what you've done over the course of the day, and did it matter? And again, now Jason's words. How much of our time is spent on mistrust and insecurity? A post today by a brilliant lady about helping each other along by thanking each other, because we need that affirmation. And I'm wondering if we do, if that's just what we think we do. And so we spend all of our time seeking that instead of doing cool things. There's no way we can affirm everything. There's no way we can attribute everything. So what if we didn't even think about that? Then the other thing is our ego and playing defense all the time. So just thinking of myself, how many stupid, crazy things I do over the course of the day. And the best way to deal with that is to assume that I have no ill intent. Because there's just no way you can keep up with the mistakes that I'm making. And if you tried to, you'd be spending all your time pointing fingers. And so I'm thinking of, bigger picture in a community and measurement. If we spend all of our time validating things and defending things, we have no time to do cool things. We're spending all our time on those 500 policy pieces, or debating how to replace them rather than just calling them into question in the first place. So what matters? People matter. Every day, am I doing what matters? Am I focused on what matters, or am I focused on seeking attribution, or claiming defense, or mistrust? So how do we change the habits of people that are good? How do we help me? How do we help others see how they're spending the hours of their day? How do we help wake them up in the moment to notice the droneness or the excessive amount of attention on things that don't matter?